Yeah. What's going on in the world today? People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. Let it go. Let it flow. Let the good times roll. Tell 'em, Mikey. It ain't nothing but gaming. Mad Mikey Gaming. G'day, all you mad gamers. I'm Mad Mikey. I come from the land down under. And today I'm a bit sick, but the show must go on. So guys, if you don't know what today's show is, it's a show where I talk about all the gaming news that's out there and just a little bit of extra of a spin that I put on it. I actually just give my gaming opinions. Totally unbiased, totally my own opinion. So guys, if you like the video, don't forget, you got 2 thumbs, I only want 1, so don't forget to hit the like button. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't like it, tell me what you don't like. If you like it, tell me what you like. But while you're at it, don't forget to tell your mother, tell your father, tell your sister, tell your brother. My cousin Nico! Don't forget to tell him. And don't forget to tell all your friends about Mad Mikey Gaming, because they might like games. As I said, I'm a bit under the weather. Thank you, Mrs. Mikey! Mrs. Mikey was sick over the long weekend, and it has somehow infected my body. And now I'm where I'm at. I'm on cold and flu tablets. I'm on painkillers for my knees. But I still love talking about games. So what's out in today's news? Well, unless you've been living in a bunker with all this crap talk about nuclear war without Wi-Fi and everything, Nintendo, there's a few rumors going around at the moment that they are going into production for a mini Super NES. That's right, a mini Super NES, which could probably explain the reason why, as I reported in the last news opinions, that they had stopped production on the mini NES. Which makes actually a lot of sense. Like, obviously, it's a cheap, quick sort of sell for those guys. So what they're probably trying to do is they're just probably stopping it off, and now they're moving on. It's obviously been reported across a lot of media outlets. It's only rumors and conjunction at this moment. But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of games they ask. Because like on a lot of the, as I said, media outlets, Facebook groups, I've been talking about this with a lot of guys. They're very concerned about sort of, is it just going to be another Mario box? We're not going to get this game. We're not going to get that game. You have to understand that it's probably really hard for Nintendo to be able to get the licenses, because these games are so old now. Licenses end, contracts end. If you listen to my podcast with my friend McBeasy, we did sort of go into this a bit more over the weekend, so the link's down below if you want to listen to that. If you do listen, have a listen, drop us a comment, drop us a review. It obviously helps. Shameless plug, sorry guys. But yeah, it's just a lot of licensing problems that they're going to have. Super Nintendo was actually the last Nintendo console that was actually the most powerful one out there on the market. And they had a lot of really good games. The 16-bit era was just one of the best eras there was out there in terms of there being competitiveness with Sega, however you want to say it. And there's a lot of games out there that I would really love to play. A lot of them probably won't be there, but it's going to also be interesting to see if sort of Nintendo sort of buckled down on stopping these mini Android boxes, which I'm pretty sure they are, from being hacked. I mean, obviously Android has been able to play ROMs for so long, and that's why it's nice and cheap and easy for them, because they just really need to take a really basic sort of on board sort of thing to build it on, and whether they're going to give us extra space to hack on there, it remains to be seen. Obviously Nintendo don't comment on all these sorts of things, and they keep everything close to their chest. There are rumors going around that it is coming out at around a holiday season this year, which in my opinion would be a really silly move, because that's where they're going to be wanting to move units of the Switch, probably bundling them up and sort of getting a lot more of them in your hands and on your couch, so that you can sit down and play the awesomeness that is the Nintendo Switch. Also, in some other really weird news, guys, just a couple of minutes ago, it's actually been announced that Outlast 2, in just more controversy, has been delayed only in the physical edition of Trilogy Pack has been delayed on the Xbox One. It's still going to be coming out on the PlayStation 4, and it's probably going to be coming out digitally day one on the Xbox One, but the physical copy of the Outlast Trinity pack, or whatever they want to call it, has been pushed back another week. This isn't the first time that something like this has actually happened, where Xbox has had to wait an extra week. I don't think we've ever really found out why this happens. So I'm just really dumbfounded with this, especially as you guys know, I'm a collector. I've been waiting for this. I want to get that. So PlayStation's probably going to get my money on this one, guys. I was sort of hoping to get it on the Xbox One, but to be honest, I've got them as part of the games with gold on the Xbox One, so it probably isn't going to hurt me a whole bunch to actually get it over on the PlayStation 4. And Blinken, you may have missed it, but over on Battle.net, they're actually giving away StarCraft, the original RTS game with Brood War? Brood War? Yeah, Brood War. They're giving that away for free. Now, it's actually not showing up on their actual inbuilt application, that sort of where you'd play your normal Blizzard games. You do have to click onto the store and just sort of search for it. It's under StarCraft Classic, and it's there. It's for free. There was actually an update for it, so yeah, look, that's really good. StarCraft has got such a great lineage, and I actually picked it up. I never really got into the StarCraft games when I was younger. Just RTSs aren't really my game, but when StarCraft 2 came out, they said that it was really good for newbies to the genre, and that didn't disappoint. I actually quite enjoy it. The competitive side and the multiplayer side, that's a different story. I'm terrible. I just can't. There's too many things on that screen to be done at once. But I do recommend, go out, try it. See if you like it. Obviously, it's free, and it's the complete game with Brood Wars being the expansion. And just in a little bit of sad news, and I'm going to give a bit of opinion on this one, Sony has cut off the servers for a couple of PlayStation 3, Vita, and PlayStation 4 servers for their games. So these games will no longer be able to be run, especially if they're, what are they called? Just multiplayer games. The list does include the PlayStation 4 game Kill Strain. That's going to come. That actually came out last July, so it hasn't even been out a whole year. So that one's actually going off. It's pretty disappointing, obviously, if you bought that game and you enjoy that game. I don't know if there's a single player game on that at all, so that would be interesting. High Velocity Bowling, Medieval Moves, Sports Champions 2 are the 4 PlayStation 3 games that are actually ceasing. And over on the Vita, Mod Nation Racers Road Trip is going to come to an end. And this is why I love having physical media. I mean, even if I do have those games, I wouldn't be able to play them. But I think in this digital age where so many things can go wrong, where servers stop going, and you just then can't play them with anybody. Obviously, Blizzard, and they've got obviously Overwatch at the moment. That's probably the only sort of multiplayer game that I have played or purchased recently. Mostly multiplayer games I don't really get into unless it's got a huge following. But obviously Overwatch is a completely different story. They've built this game just based to keep on going. I mean, they may bring out an Overwatch 2 down the track, but the way things are looking, they just keep expanding on it, and that's the way you're going to do it. That's the way you're going to keep your fan base involved. But hey, that's just my opinion. But that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow will be shit I'll probably never play. I do have some games to show off, and I only bought a couple of them. I got quite a few of them for free this week, so don't forget to check it out tomorrow. As I said, I'm Mad Mikey. I come from the land down under, and I will see you guys hopefully sounding a bit better tomorrow. Bye, guys.